Hey, I'm Shivaji.
Hey, I'm Rahul. Over the last few months, we have been building a set of AI agents and automations called Senpai.
The aim of these automations is to help businesses and individuals to help with their productivity.
Hey guys, Senpai is back with a crazy automation. Um, Lead generation is always an issue for like B2B SaaS companies, right? And there are a lot of third-party companies who charges you $10,000, $20,000, or maybe much more just to help you generate good quality leads. That's been always an issue, right? And people still try jumping into LinkedIn DMs, cold emailing, which is still going on, right? So we have put a lot of thought into this and created a crazy automation which would help you lead generate leads when you're having coffee at some random cafe, when you're out even with your HR, right? So this mission keeps running 24/7 and keeps generating quality clean leads for you on everyday basis. You can set it up like whether you want to write it once every day, 4 hours every day, or 8 hours every day, however that you want it. So let's get into the details. Let me explain what exactly this does. So we give a set of user profiles, LinkedIn user profiles. That could be your company employees or your competitor company employees, and also along with that we also give a list of company profiles, your company and also competitor companies. The automation goes through the last post by these users or the company profile, picks the comments on that particular post, picks reactions on that particular last post, goes into the LinkedIn profile of these people who have commented, who have reacted, and checks what is the company that they are working for, what is the designation that they are in, and if that particular company falls into your ICP, whether that company falls into the bucket of your ideal customer profile, like that's what the most needed, right? And if the company falls into an ICP, then taking these context, whatever the LinkedIn post the user has reacted on or commented on, taking all this into as a context, the system generates a well crafted email sending it to the user. And along with that, the system also sends a LinkedIn connection request and LinkedIn DM, taking all the context into consideration rather than a random cold email or random DM on LinkedIn that people usually get. Yeah, let's look into the workflow. So as you can see on the screen, we have two. One is extracting leads from user profiles and extracting leads from company profiles. So basically, in the upper workflow, we give a list of usernames of people. So let me just show. So I given a couple of random LinkedIn usernames I have picked. Pretty much similar. In the down flow, we give a list of company profiles. So the company user profiles have taken R from the MR group from LinkedIn. So in the company profiles list, I have given DLF, Embassy, MR Properties, Prestige Group, Bangalore, right? Now going back to the flow. Yep. Yeah. So this is where we input the list of usernames, and this splits out, and the entire upper flow is for comments and the entire down flow is for reactions. So this node extracts the last post, which is, even if it's a repost, if there is any text like how you have on Twitter, just retweet, quote, retweet, right? So it checks the last post where there is some text added by the user, and extract that particular post details here, the URL, what is the post text, what time it has been posted, all of that. And this this API, sorry, this API extracts the a list of comments and people who have commented, they along with their usernames, timestamp, what is exactly is the comment, all that. And we are extracting comment details from the total superset data. And if there are no comments, the node ends the flow ends here and then goes back to the merge. And if there are comments here, now we are extracting profile data of the people who have commented. And so I have set up remove duplicates. Let's say, I'm running it every 4 hours, and there has been no new post by the user or the company, right, from the company profile. So all of that gets under remove the flow gets stopped right under remove duplicates. Along with that, if there is a particular user who has been commenting on multiple posts, right, and right of the first post itself, you have figured it out whether the company he is working or she is working falls into ICP or not. So all those cases are taken care of under remove duplicates. And all this data gets uploaded to sheets. I'll exactly show you how the sheets look. And the down, same exactly. This is reactions API, where we are extracting reactions on any given LinkedIn post, right? And extracting user details of people who have reacted, whatever the reaction that could be, and pushing all this data to Excel sheet again, right? In a pretty much similar fashion, we have the same, but for company profile. Why we have two different workflows here is that the API for a user profile is completely different from the API for a company profile, right? And let's look at the Google Sheets now. Yep. So this is the data I've run in the past. So you have author's full name, whoever is the author of that particular post, company, and author's designation. And we are seeing zeros here because this is the data that we have got from the upper workflow, which is user profile workflow. And if it's a company profile, we would be seeing here zero entries, and then the company name would get updated here. What is the post text? What is the comment text? If there is a comment, since it's a reaction, only the reaction column got updated. Who is the person? What is their LinkedIn profile? Their profile summary, profile headline, company name, company URL of the company that they are working for. What is the designation? What is the company industry? Company strength, company description, working since, where is the company located? Like, if you want to focus on only companies based out of Bangalore, Chennai, San Francisco, California, anything on those lines. And company website, I couldn't run because of API issues, right? These are all paid APIs. So, company website, right? So this is still where it gets updated. Till company location is what we have seen. I'll show you how we get company website, ICP, all of that. Going back to the flow again. Yep. ICP identification. So as soon as we add data to the Google Sheets, company details API. So we input the LinkedIn URL of the company from the sheets, which extracts in this API, which extracts company details, company website, more details from what is listed there. And the company website gets updated here. Now, again, remove duplicates, which we are using. Perplexity Web API. Here is where the majority of work happens in terms of ICP. So we have generated a prompt after fine tuning it for a good amount of time, where we are trying to classify whether this particular company the user is working for falls into your ICP or not. Let's say you sell HR software, right? You sell HR software, and okay, that HR software would be used by needed by almost all the companies, right? Let's pick something else. Let's say you offer payment gateway is also almost used by everyone. Let's try to pick something else. Let's say you sell insurance. Okay. Let's say you, okay, insurance is also used by all the companies. Um, okay, yeah. Let's say you offer GTM services, right? You offer GTM services, generating leads for the companies, for the B2B SaaS companies, right? That's your domain or space. Now, let's say the user or the user, whoever has commented or reacted, is working for a D2C company, right? D2C company or manufacturing. There, the B2B SaaS offering would not help them, right? Absolutely. So that all of that gets identified in Perplexity Web API. So basically, we are taking the company name, company website, industry, and description of the company, all these details, searching for this company on the online, extracting data from the web, right? We are extracting data from the web, and with the help of the prompt, we are trying to identify and figure out whether this falls into ICP or not, right? And again, after all of that identification, if it falls into ICP, it gets updated in the Google Sheets. If it doesn't fall into ICP, even then it gets updated in the Google Sheets. Going back to the sheets again, right? So if you see here, we have clearly mentioned ICP. Okay, all of these companies doesn't fall into ICP, right? So that gets updated here. Now, what extensions we can work on here is, first is email personalization. So let's say a user has commented on any post, right? Today morning, and we are triggering the automation every 6 hours, right? So the automation got triggered. Now you got a notification, or the data got updated in the sheet saying someone has commented so on some particular post, either your company, your employee, or competitor company, competitor employee, right? And he or she is working for an ICP. Now you have what is the post that he has commented, what is his comment, which gives you a basic idea, right? Taking that context into consideration, now we are working on email personalization, and all of this is getting updated again in the Google Sheets. Since these people don't fall into ICP, these are not updated. But if it's an yes, then the automation gets triggered for email subject line and email opening line, all of that. Couple of things that we have also worked here, again we ran out of API credits, is that connecting this with the Clay API. So extracting email IDs from Clay API, that's one thing, and shooting the email subject line, content, body, all of that, that's been already generated in the upper workflow. And let me just fix this. Yeah. Huh. So Clay we get the email ID of the particular user, right? And Smart Lead, as most of you are already aware, Smart Lead is for sending emails. And we have also connected this earlier in the past to HeyRich. HeyRich is the platform through which you can automate LinkedIn messaging, sending connection requests to people, all of that. What we have done earlier with this automation is that we have set this up. Let's say the moment it's an yes under ICP, it goes to their LinkedIn profile, sends a connection request with a beautifully drafted message, and whether the request is accepted or not accepted, taking let's say whatever the time gap, 4 days, 3 days, 5 days, 6 days, whatever that you have set up, there is a follow-up automation again that gets kicked in, right? So all of this has been set up, so which keeps generating well qualified leads for you, whatever the work you are, whatever the work you are doing, all the time, up and running.